monitoring. What are the sources that you're looking at, Hesham, telling you about the latest in the Gaza Strip?
Hi Karen. So the UN has said that almost a third of Gazans have been without food for days. They've said that over 1 million children are suffering from severe malnutrition, and the World Food Programme has said that just a tiny fraction of aid is trickling through. And up to now, Gaza medical officials have said that the total number of deaths from starvation has reached 122, 83 of whom are children. And regional media has been reporting this morning that there's been an intensification of Israeli bombardment, particularly in the eastern portion of Gaza City. So that's likely to make the situation even more difficult and fraught with danger for any aid deliveries coming through.
Now, the concept of dropping aid is not a new one, but Israel has said it is going to allow foreign countries to do that into Gaza. Britain has said in the last few hours that it is preparing to work with Jordan to do that. What is the track record of this method of aid delivery like?
Sure. So while aid agencies have welcomed the prospect of getting in more aid in any way possible, we do know from past airdrops that they are fraught with dangers. Jordan was one of those countries in the region which led with the airdrops since October 2023, but we saw that they were very dangerous, inefficient and expensive. We saw that sometimes pallets would fall from the sky, the parachutes wouldn't open. There were incidences where the pallets would fall and land in a very haphazard manner, sometimes very close to tents, making it very dangerous. We know that at least 5 people have been reported killed in past airdrops. In one instance, the parachute failed to open and pallets and boxes were falling from the sky, landing with impact. And the World Food Programme has said that airdrops should only be used as a last resort, and there are much more efficient ways to distribute aid. We heard that criticism from Philippe Lazzarini. He's called Israel's allowance of the airdrops a distraction, and he's said that they're expensive and inefficient and potentially deadly. Israel, for their part, has long restricted or completely blocked aid, arguing that it could fall into the hands of Hamas. They don't want it stolen by Hamas. But today, the New York Times published a report quoting unnamed Israeli military officials as saying that there was no proof that Hamas was routinely stealing aid. Those officials told the paper that the delivery system was largely effective, the UN delivery system, in providing aid to Gazans. So we're seeing contradictory statements being put out by the Israeli military.
Now, the BBC and other foreign reporters aren't allowed inside Gaza. What reaction are you getting to this announcement by Israel that aid drops would be allowed?
Sure. So we have been able to get some reaction. Palestinians have told regional media that the airdrops carry numerous dangers, including death from the falling pallets. They've said that it's particularly unsafe now because Palestinians are being corralled into ever shrinking spaces. Other voices have said that the airdrops have failed in the past and that the aid provided was far too little and out of reach for most. You'd often see the strongest and youngest people rushing towards them, and there would just be scenes of chaos. And others have voiced fears that the pallets could fall into military areas, Israeli military areas. So those are red classified zones where you could see a rush and potentially fatal consequences. Others have pointed to the previous aid distribution points operated by the UN, have said that they're a much more efficient way of distributing aid.
Hesham, thank you very much. Hesham Shawish from BBC Monitoring.
Thank you.